Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday morning. Last night, I came out and went on a trim and tear again, and I trimmed down this whole line right here because everything, the snow square stems and the firebush were growing out into my walkway, and every time I walked down my walkway, I just felt so crowded in. And so I trimmed them all back so they are behind the row of Liriope or border grass, and it's just so much better. So I'm coming out here this morning to work in the little bed where I keep my potted pentas. And look, I cleaned up my walkway here too. Look at that. I lifted out every stone. The whole walkway was here and all of this was growing over it. So I just lifted every stone and moved it that way a few inches. And something about lifting them out of the ground, putting them on the surface again, because they sink down over time. It just made such a difference. Look at there. And I pulled some weeds, just one or two. Okay, so we're going down to the potted pentas garden because, oh, hello, beautiful. There's a zebra longwing. Maybe the third time I say this, I'll actually complete my sentence. What do you think? We're going down to the pentas garden because they don't have a lot of pentas left because the nectary keeps selling them all, which is a wonderful thing. But I'm just kind of at an in-between phase where I have a few more that are ready, and then the other ones are little and not ready to come out to the garden yet. But there's a lot of space in there. This is prime garden real estate. I don't want to plant anything in here because I like using the space for my potted pentas. And then I had the inspiration, a butterfly gardening inspiration, to pot up those zinnias I've been growing from seed and put them in here. So I'm going to move all the red pentas over to this side so they line up against the border grass. And then I'm going to put some potted zinnias along the little wall so that, you know, right there's my garden chair. I can see all those beautiful zinnias and just watch butterflies land on them. I think that's going to be cool. I don't know where Ringo is. He came out with us. Why is he not down here? And just as usual, first little guy's up with me, usually zebra longwings or Gulf fritillaries. There's a zebra longwing on that tall. Here he comes. There you are. Well, there was a zebra longwing on that tall Mexican sunflower, but it flew away. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna go work. Ooh, but while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to show y'all something else. I was out hand watering last night. Some of my potted plants were suffering because, you know, they don't have access to deeper water. Look at the snow square stem. That is huge. That's one snow square stem. I think I don't know. It's perfect. Like it's perfectly round, but it's just getting bigger and bigger. I mean, it's gonna take over the whole garden. Over here, I was watering my flame vine, which is currently not blooming, and I looked down. There is a milkweed coming up in here. Remember, I used to have all my milkweed in the Sweatland garden. You know, the aphids were the pure giveaway. That was how I noticed it. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a swamp milkweed. I wonder if there's more in there. So we're just gonna let that little secret be. So I have these two little potted lantanas that I grew. And you know what I think I'm gonna do with them? I'm gonna pull out this completely done Rudbeckia hirta, which I'm gonna have to use 2 hands for. And I'm just gonna set the pots in the raised planter there. Okay, I got the Rudbeckia hirta out. So now I can just set some different pots in there, including those two lantana. But look, I can really see into my big potted button bush with the two little salt bushes coming up in also. And some kind of, I think, goldenrods maybe coming in the back. So that's really doing well there. I just want to see it bloom. I want those little white buttons. Also, yesterday evening I was out here, and that pipe vine that's growing back had one little caterpillar. I saw him hanging down on the bottom of one of the leaves. He was adorable, all by himself. So you know what happened. Yep, he's inside. And I'm also thinking I might unpot those because I worry that, yes, I worry about my caterpillars. I know. I worry that they can't crawl away. Like if they were to eat all of that and to wander off to look for more, they're kind of stuck there unless they figure out how to go up the chain to the top and then climb up over there and down. So I don't want that for them. So I might take those pipe vines out and put some other nectar plant in there. Actually, it'd be a good spot. That would be a good spot for those two lantanas. Y'all, see, this is what happens to me. I think I'm going to put those two lantanas in those pots because the other pots, these two, those lantanas are very happy there. I can't say the same for the Madalia milkweed vine. They get to looking crunchy like if they don't get their water, so I might have to move them out. But we're sticking. It's never a one thing for me in the garden. I come out to do one thing and I do 50. All right, let's do that. So right here in the corner, I have a potted zinnia, and Ray and Ringo were just snacking on the leaves, which tells me this does not need to be here. So I can set this in on top of that little planter. So it'll be out of reach of the dogs, but get some color back in the spot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go grab the two hanging baskets and put the lantanas in them, and I'll just pot up the pipe vine. My secret back entrance has grown over. I'll have to come and do a mad trimming through here too. I have this little back entrance that I walk through my garden to get behind the scenes. It's like backstage. See, now I'm back behind all of this. And I can easily get to my hanging baskets. I'm going in for the next one. I'm being cautious because there might be spider webs. It's a far reach. Well, this one doesn't even have any leaves left on it. It's got one little leaf. Somebody's been munching. I'm just going to do a pot trade, and I'll use these two pots that the lantana are in, and we'll just swap, and I'll put the pipe vine into these two. And the lantana it's got a decent little root ball. This was from a cutting, you guys. They root pretty easily. And because I'm lazy, I keep cheap shovels hidden around my garden so I don't have to go back inside and get a shovel if I come across a quick project I want to do, because I'm lazy that way. Oh, I gotta untangle it from the chain. And I'll just top that off with a little potting soil. There's a little tropical sage. Okay, and I'll top that off with some potting soil. Some potting soil for you. Some potting soil for you. Some potting soil for the wall because I have bad potting soil aim. Oh, that's gonna look really good back there. Okay, let's go put you in your new home. Okay, now this one. Pack down the soil still. I'm gonna have to get some new chains. One of you told me, I think it was, is it Michelle maybe? That you can buy these chains to replace at Lowe's. I might have to look for some because mine are rusty. But I think rusty gives it a rustic look. And up we go. Get my finger out. Oh. Okay, let's go around and look at it from the front. Okay, it looks good. The only thing is that basket's really going into the fire bush that has really grown up. If I really wanted to make it look better, I would tromp back there and take both baskets off, take the hook out and move it over a little bit. Do I feel like doing that? I have to go find my mallet because that's a hard shepherd's hook to get in the ground, which means I have to go in the garden room. But I think I'm going to do it because I'll just sit in my garden chair and stare at it and think all the time, I should move that. So let's just do it. Let's do it. Okay. I kind kind of like coming out here with y'all in the morning doing these little projects and filming. And no, you will never see me at this time of day. Just like Victoria Beckham's husband never sees her without her eyebrows on, you will not see me without my tinted sunscreen and mascara. Those are my musts. Okay, I'm just gonna go do it and get it done. And you just sit tight because you're gonna see the end result in a second, maybe two. Okay, so I haven't done anything yet, but look, I just looked up. You guys, I tell you what, with these caterpillars, look who's right there. All by itself. We can't have that. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Look at this sweet little baby. Look, giving me its osmeterium. No, sorry, mister, you are coming with me. Pinch that off. Ha ha ha. Yes, I have a special place for you where you won't become anyone's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You're adorable. Look how good he looks with the firebush right here. Like you could be a bouquet. Firebush and a Polydama swallowtail caterpillar. What a lovely wedding bouquet that would be. Oh, there you go. You'll like it in here. Oh, look who wants to go. You want to go fly? You can go fly. And look who's there. A spicebush? Spicebush swallowtail? Oh, and look who's in the background coming soon. Beautiful monarch. Okay, so the sun is really coming up over. As soon as it gets up over the house, it gets so hot and it gets steamy. So we got to work quick. So I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to go move my shepherd's hook. It couldn't just go right. It's crooked, and I feel like the tall side needs to be on that side. All right, let me go fix it. I'm racing the sun. All right, so the sun is coming up over the house and it's bad lighting, so I have to stand off to the side, but that is exactly how I wanted it, and we'll look at it again in other videos so you can see without the sun rays, but that is perfect. Okay, so this part of the project is on pause because somebody got distracted. But it's okay because I have all the time in the world to do this, and I will bring you along. But now I am going in to do some work. Yes, YouTube channels require a lot of work. That's not the fun filming part. The filming part's the best. And I'll see you guys a little bit later. Look, there was a zebra longwing modeling how much they like the Lantana depressa in that hanging basket and how appreciative they're going to be of the new one over here. And I know I said I was going in, but no. I have one more thing to do. I have to put up the pipe vine. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. So good. I love it. And I have to re-hide my shovel. We wouldn't want to lose that. So remember this little bit of fun? Yes, the pot's ugly, but I can wrap the pipe vine around it and give it a little disguise. There we go. Since this one's looking so sad, I'm going to put it back here in my regrowing area, and I'm going to grab one of these. Look. Oh my gosh, stop it. I'm going to grab one of these and put it in the other obelisk. And look at that pipe vine coming up from the base too. Now I put them on the top shelf, but then I'll have this lower shelf too that I could, oh yeah, I could put more on. Let me go see what I have. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Look, the monarch's out. And it looks beautifully perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dry your wings, both of you little ones. You're going to be having a fun place to fly. You better stay put in the garden. No flying off anywhere else. Guys, I'm getting more eggs. She's been flying all around that wild lime. You guys, do you see it? Do you see it? I can't believe it. This is a zebra swallowtail. This is the butterfly I'm always talking about wanting to get in my garden, and here is one. It is gorgeous, and it is loving my native lantana. Oh my gosh. I can't even, I can't. I'm so excited. If I hadn't stayed out here gardening, I would have missed this. Because it's like the hot time of day. No, no, no. Don't leave. Yes, you stay here. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Nope. Don't leave. Oh, good. Came back. It's down at the other end of the garden now, and out it went into the neighbor's yard. Oh, all right, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe it will come back. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now, what a day this is. I just need to stay out in my butterfly garden all day. And you know, something I've noticed is that if I come out and get real sweaty, like I did this morning, and then I cool off, like sit in the shade, like the rest of the day, the heat doesn't bother me. Um, there is a spice bush swallowtail over here laying eggs on my spice bush. See her? I'm gonna have more of those adorable little caterpillars. And it's perfect timing because I ordered spice bush plants from Joyful Butterfly. I actually just went on to see if they have more, and they're sold out again, but I got 4. Yay! Oh my gosh. And look at how quickly it grew. Like it's got a lot of new growth. I'm gonna stay away and let her finish, and then I'm gonna go take the cuttings that have eggs on them in. This is so much fun. Put a caterpillar in the comments if you think that butterfly gardening is so much fun. Because not only do you get a beautiful garden, but you get the interaction with these incredible little creatures. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm like a butterfly garden salesperson. Don't you chase her away, Mr. Polydamas. Oh, thank you, Mockingbird, for giving us some beautiful background music. Okay, she's gone away from the plant. All right, I'll be back. Oh, now we're on the sassafras tree. You go, little girl. You go, little butterfly. Just cover my garden with eggs. Well, I can't reach the ones up there. Yeah, stay down at the bottom. Of course, I'll probably only take the ones in that are on the spice bush because the sassafras stems don't do well for me. And my little sassafras trees, look at the little zebra longwings in there, haven't really grown back enough to support feeding a bunch of caterpillars. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let her be. Look at that sunlight shining through. I just found another giant swallowtail egg on my wild lime, and I'm walking to take it in, and look who's sitting in my ovate leaf plantain. You see him, that little predator? He's just using that leaf as a little perch to snatch something. Little booger. And it looks like this spice bush swallowtail is ready to fly. Off we go. It's a girl. She's beautiful. Whoop. And there she goes. She landed in the Spanish moss. Hey everyone, it's Thursday morning. I have so much to update you on. This video is going to be eternally long, but I know some of you like that, so here we go. This is the giant swallowtail enclosure. I'm trying something different in here just for fun because I go through a lot of paper towels, and sometimes the paper towels absorb moisture and create like a dampness. Anyway, this is vermiculite, and I thought, well, what if I put a tray of vermiculite in, and then I could stir the frass in, and then add this to like potting things, because frass is like fertilizer galore. I mean, it's everything milkweed needs and other plants. So, but then when I did that, I thought, well, the caterpillars might not be able to crawl through the vermiculite, like they might get stuck in it, be like crawling through sand. So I thought, well, I have all these little screen things, so why don't I put one of those down? But then the screen thing was pliable and it bent down and mushed into the vermiculite. So then I put a dowel across to give it support, and that's working. So now when the caterpillars come down, they can just crawl on the screen. And so I'm testing it in here. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's just an idea. And it's a way to collect the frass and not have to change it out, because if I stir it up, then it won't be like this massive amount of frass. It'll get buried like it would in nature. Okay, so also there is a lot of activity in the lepidarium this morning. So we're going to go over there. I'm just going to show you real quick all the butterflies that are closing right now. There is a spicebush swallowtail, another spicebush swallowtail, another spicebush swallowtail, a giant swallowtail. The eastern black swallowtails are starting to pupate. This monarch just pupated, and there's another one J hanging. So lots of activity going on. I also did the same vermiculite treatment for the polydamas because they tend to produce the most frass right now. But also I was thinking, this is going to be expensive. It's like kitty litter for caterpillars, caterpillar litter. Buying bags of vermiculite, I don't know how long it's going to last. So it's probably not, oh, what's that term that means monetarily makes sense? It's probably not that. But I do like the screens over it, and I'm thinking, I could put the screens over the paper towels, and that will at least keep the caterpillars up off the paper towels when they go down to crawl somewhere, because the paper towels are where like the frass collects, and dampness occurs. And anyway, so I'll update you on how everything goes. All right, so I set one up um, with the paper towel under. And you know what the fabulous thing about these screens is? They bend. So I was cutting them off, but I bent it and it actually kind of clips on to the edge of the tray, which happened on the back end too. So it's like folded on and clipped on. The only thing is it still sags, so I put my little dowel support in and it does still sag, but it's kind of cool though because it keeps the bottles leaning in to each other a little bit, which keeps the plants touching so they can get from one to the other. So I'll let you know how it goes. And one other thing I'm experimenting with. Okay, so you know my gorgeous and most loved sassafras tree. Well, it had two suckers, which are trees that grow up from the roots. There's a little zebra longwing, just flew right in my face, like in my face. Okay. They were coming up right down there, and they were pretty tall, and they were growing off one of the roots coming out on the sassafras tree. So I thought, well, I'm just going to dig down to where the root is and try and snip them off and see if I can pot them and get them to grow. I've done it once before with success. This sassafras tree right here in the pot, right there, that was one that grew up that way. So here's one, and you know what? I'm surprised it's looking this good. I should probably take some of these lower leaves off so it doesn't have to work so hard. And I'll probably trim off the end. I don't know. I don't want to stress it out too much, but that end piece I'll definitely trim. And here's the other one. It was smaller. So we'll see how they do. Oh my gosh, so wouldn't it be wonderful if I got two new little sassafras trees? I would love that. Hey everyone, we've got this crazy thunderstorm going on right now. And I was inside editing this video and realized I didn't have myself, like my face on camera at all. So I had to pop in at the end and say, hey everyone. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and please tap the like button. And remember, you guys can share your gardens with me and everyone else in our community section. You find it on my YouTube homepage, but you got to go in on your phone. So go in there and look at some of the other people's gardens and post pictures of your own. I will see you in my next video. There's a lot going on, so subscribe so you don't miss anything. Bye everybody.